Welcome back to Boxman009. Hello watchers. Today I'll be reviewing a certified amazing movie from my childhood. It's a all 2000 kids and 2010s kid classic Cars. Here's the plot synopsis. This film follows Lightning McQueen, a hot rod racing.
Dang, gum! Boy, I tell you what, son, I drive my tires over a mile of busted glass just to see that picture.
I can still race! What do you think, boys? Looking beauty. McQueen made it through! What? He's not kidding! Come on, get to the out there, let's go! Get him back out there, come on!
McQueen's not going into the pits.
You know, the rookie just fired his crew chief. That's the third one this season.
Well, he says he likes working alone.
Along Route 6. The visuals and animation. In this movie, a lot of people in the early 2000s didn't like the animation since it had come from this evolved over these past Pixar movies, evolving to be more realistic looking humans. And The Incredibles was a feat that finally proved 3D animation can make actually semi good looking human characters. So some people mainly adults, saw Cars 3 as kind of like a devolve from that, but I disagree because the animation's still beautiful. And I think it's good because after this, Ratatouille came out, and I think it's good to take a break from ideas and make it more expensive for a film studio, and also to make it more guarded. Do you just want a film studio that mainly focuses on humans? Even studio usually changes up once in a while. I know a lot of the leads are like human Asian games, but you have to change it up once in a while. The Cars is stunning and a showcase of Pixar's attention to detail and creativity. The cars are beautifully designed and the landscapes capture the small town mystique of a small town America. The audience reception reviews were generally positive at the time, but there were some people that felt like it lacked depth and character, like other films like Toy Story, Ratatouille, Monsters Inc. But other people praised it for its quality of animation and heartfelt story. The film relocated fans with racing and those who appreciate America. It mainly appealed to them at the time, and now, over its 18-year lifespan, it has fundamentally grown up with a lot of adults, and a lot of people have grown up with it, and it has been changed by public opinion from something people didn't think had that much depth to people really find depth in it nowadays. The legacy. Cars became a franchise right after the first one. Literally, Cars was such a success that they hopped on for a sequel for Cars 2. And the thing about Cars 2, they had to focus on Mater, which was a mistake because he's a comedic side character. There's no reason a sequel to a major movie should not be focused on the main character of the first one. And Mater wasn't an interesting enough character to even really care about. He's fine, but he's still kind of bland and boring. He's not that interesting. He's not really that funny as you get older. He's funny as a kid, and I did love the Mater Tales they eventually did do, but he's mainly just a comedic relief that works when you're younger, but the more you get older, and like watch this with like your little brother or your nephew, more you start to realize that Mater's just straight up annoying. I loved Mater as a kid, but he just nags McQueen in the first one. And he's a nice car, but that voice. I don't know, it's just maybe because I never really liked Larry the Cable Guy. Or when I found out the accent was fake, it just made it more annoying for me. It's just, Mater was never a character I really liked the most. Sally, she was a good love interest. She's kinda interesting, but she doesn't really have that much depth to her. They keep her mainly simple for most of the movie, which does work in the film's favor, but it also decreases the depth of the characters and the interesting characters other than Lightning McQueen and Doc, who are the most interesting by far. There are side characters like the army van, Luigi, the yellow car. Sorry about that. It's been a while, and they're kind of memorable, but the more you get older, they're still great characters and they're a lot of fun, but they're not super interesting characters.
I swear, Tractors is so dumb. I'll tell you what, buddy, it don't get much better than this.
Yep, you're that complex, but I think it would make it more interesting as a kid to have complex and deep characters. But I don't know. Today, kids listen to like streamers, so that's all I had to do with this first episode of Pop Culture Retro. It's a brand new show where I'll be dissecting different moments of pop culture, different pop culture movies or moments. It will be a weekly series every Monday, so I hope you stay tuned for that, and see you next time, watchers. Signing off.